More than 8 days since Susan Smith claims a carjacker stole her 2 babies. What everyone hoped would be a joyous appearance by Susan and David Smith becomes yet another anguished plea.
I would like to say to whoever has my children that they please bring them home to us where they belong.
We're learning more about the final moments of 20-month-old Quentin Simon's life. In the response to Leilani Simon's special demur, the state outlined what happened after Leilani allegedly threw Quentin's body into a trailer park dumpster. Hours after throwing Quentin's body away, a garbage truck came, lifted the trash, and dumped it into a compactor inside the truck. When the load arrives at the landfill, it's dumped on the ground and a bulldozer shoves the garbage 300 feet into different cells.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cheryl. This is True Crime and Other Stuff. Thanks for being here, where I like to bring you the facts about true crime, the missing, current events, or anything I find interesting or important. Today, we're going to talk about bad mothers, mothers who kill their children. I know you don't like to think about it, but it happens more often than we like to admit. And I will not pretend like I will ever understand. So when I went to do research for this topic, it blew me away. There were so many mothers. So I had to pick a few, because if I didn't, this video would go on forever. There's mothers like Susan Smith, Diana Downs, Andrea Yates, Darlie Routier. These are just a few. Susan Smith was convicted of killing her 2 sons, 3-year-old Michael and 14-month-old Alexander, in 1994 by drowning them in John D. Long Lake in South Carolina. This case gained international attention because of her false claims that a black man kidnapped her sons during a carjacking. She was sentenced to life with possible parole after 30 years. She is eligible November 4th, 2024, which is coming pretty quickly. Diane Downs was convicted of murdering her daughter and attempting to murder her other 2 children near Springfield, Oregon in May 1983. Following the crimes, she made claim to the police that a man had attempted to carjack her and had shot her children. She was convicted in 1984 and sentenced to life in prison with possibility of parole after 25 years. She has been denied parole more than once. On June 20th, 2001, mother of 5, Andrea Yates, drowned her children, who ranged in ages from 6 months to 7 years, in the bathtub at her home in Houston, Texas. Yates was convicted of murder at her first trial in 2002 and sentenced to life in prison, but her conviction was overturned 3 years later. In 2006, Yates was found not guilty by reason of insanity. Darlie Routier, a Texas woman, was sentenced to death for the murder of her 5-year-old son Damon in 1996. She was also been charged with capital murder in the death of her 6-year-old son Devin, who was murdered at the same time as Damien. To date, Routier has not been sentenced for Devin's murder. Damien and Devin were stabbed to death with a large kitchen knife in Routier's home, while Routier sustained knife wounds to her throat and arm. In February of 1997, the jury found Routier guilty of murder of Damien and sentenced her to death by lethal injection. There's so many mothers who do this, like Lori Vallow, who has been convicted recently Or Casey Anthony, who a lot of people believe is guilty even though she was never convicted. So people wonder why we look at mothers like Candace Wells or Katie Proudfoot, Leilani Simon. Yes, we are suspicious because we know these things happen. I'd just like to thank you all for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks and peace.
One of the amended indictment is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan and grand theft by deception. Answer, guilty. Question number 2. In regards to count 2 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan? Answer, guilty. Question number 3. In regards to count 3 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow and grand theft by deception? Answer, guilty.